Do you have a senior family member who still wants the freedom of living in their own home but needs a little extra help during the day? Well, NOLA Home Care may have the solution for you. Today, we are meeting the owner and CEO, Brian Flaherty. He is the wonderful owner, like I said, and he is going to talk about some of the services they offer today. Brian, welcome to the show.
Hey, good day, Malik. Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for being here. Okay, so I want to know all about, of course, NOLA Home Care and some of the services you all provide. What can you tell us?
Okay. Well, what NOLA Home Care does is we provide non-medical in-home care to the senior community throughout the greater New Orleans area. So what that means is we provide assistance to folks that want to age in their home and stay there as long as they can, whether it's an individual or a couple, and we help them with activities of daily living, which would be things like bathing, grooming, meal preparation, companionship, light housekeeping, medication reminders, things of that nature.
All things that are important to know for sure. And for people who are watching this right now who is curious, how do I get started with NOLA Home Care? What is the process of starting services with you all?
So one of the first things that we do is we need to have an initial conversation with either the family member or the individual himself, because we want to make sure that they're home care appropriate. Once we determine that they are home care appropriate, then we would want to come out. We would bring several members of our office staff out to come out and meet with the family and or individual and try to learn as much as we possibly can about the care that they need. So what we look for is we look at where they're currently at right now and then where they're trying to get to. And the goal of that is to kind of determine that what their care needs are and really gather as much information we can so that we can develop our care plan. And the care plan is a co-authored document with us and the family that makes sure that we know the specifics about the type of care that they need on a daily basis, and to make sure that we manage in the expectations of the family members so that we're keeping up our end of the bargain. We use that as a training document for our caregivers so that we can make sure that we can coach our caregivers and train our care team on the specific needs of the individual.
And I'm curious, is there an ideal client for NOLA Home Care? Like, what age do you all start working with these people?
So generally, we find people that would fall underneath the senior community. It's not uncommon for us to take somebody that's maybe in their 40s or 50s, but that would be like short-term post-op care, somebody that maybe had a procedure that maybe needs a little bit of extra care, needs a little bit of extra supervision in their house for a few weeks. We'd certainly look at taking those cases on as well. But the vast majority of the people that we take care of are seniors. They'd either want to stay in their home or they could be inside of an assisted living facility and they just need a little bit of extra assistance while they're in the assisted living facility.
And for people who are wondering, once they go through the initial process, how fast can they start services with you all?
That's a great question. So ideally, we would love to have a few days to start care in a great case scenario, but sometimes families aren't awarded that luxury. And there's times where families will find out and that maybe their family is going to be discharging from the hospital or from the facility a lot faster than they thought they were going to, or that the level of care that they were going to need is not what the family expected. So things need to happen fast. It's not uncommon for us to get a phone call from a hospital that says they've got somebody that's discharging within 24 hours and they need to get care started up. And it's something that we can do as long as we have a family that's willing to participate and help us. We are licensed through the Louisiana Department of Health, so we want to make sure that we're following all the compliance guidelines and all that stuff as well. But like I said, we've got a great office staff here, and I mean, if we've got a family that can participate, we can get things done.
And it's good to know that you all are able to give these services to people while they're still in their own home, because as many of us know, like my grandparents, they don't want to leave their own home, but they know that they need that additional help. This actually satisfies both, which is great. And there are other, of course, options out there. What makes you all different from the competition?
So I would say, we work alongside some great companies in the senior community here in New Orleans, and we're very thankful to do that. But one of the things I think that would make our company a little bit different is our people. The experience of our care team is fantastic. We've got a wide variety of folks that are out there with thousands of hours of experience in a lot of different situations and scenarios. We primarily work in the memory care or mobility space, but we see a variety of things. I think another thing that would really set our company apart is that we have a promote from within mentality. So every person that I work with in our office in Metairie at one point was a caregiver. I mean, we promote from within. So we look at our high potential care team members and we look at those folks that have done a great job in the field and they've always delivered a very high level of service. And there's people that are just very high potential folks and we bring them into our office. And what that means for our families that we're working with is that the folks that are out there managing the care plans and they're managing the care professionals that we've got on our team, those are people that have walked the walk, those are people that have talked the talk, and they've just done it at an extremely high level. And we're blessed to have them in our office.
Brian, it was a pleasure to talk to you today. So good to know that these services are out there for people. And the good news is not only are you looking for new clients, you're looking for new employees as well. Yes, everyone, they are hiring for what right now?
We're hiring for care professionals that are on our team. So if you've got at least a minimum of 1 year professional experience, whether it's in a nursing home, assisted living facility, home health agency, hospice company, that would be something that we'd be interested in talking with you further about. So we're hiring for both full and part-time positions.
Good to know, Brian. Thank you so much for being in. Hey, for more information about how you can apply to NOLA Home Care and more about the services that they offer, head over to NOLAHomecare.com. You can call them at 504-605-3993, or you can pay them a visit at 3200 Ridge Lake Drive, Suite 204 in Metairie. All right, everyone, stay right there. A lot more to come on Great Day when we come back. Don't touch that remote.